All right. Happy Friday, everybody. I am hopping on and doing this video to do a trade recap for April 10th. I took 3 trades today. First trade was a loss, second trade was a break even, and third trade was a big win. So, ending the day in profit up 1200. But I'm going to walk through every trade I took and why I took every single trade. So, let's jump into the first one. The first one, we were waiting for 15-minute orb, but I saw a trade set up before the orb had finalized. We had come down, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use the replay tool real quick. So, we had come down and taken out this sell side liquidity level right here. So, on NQ, we had come down and swept it. And we had a data high from our CPI, and it was resting up here. Whether you want to call this 830 high, data high, or this one, 829. Either way, I wanted to see both of those swept. So I see the data high. I see that we come down and sweep pre-market lows. We sweep this low. We sweep all these lows out. And then on ES, I was looking at the same thing. ES had also swept out the lows. And then I see a 1-minute bearish for value gap or 1-minute SIBI. So I'm thinking here, okay, if we had just swept lows, we get inversion and we come down and inverse this 1-minute gap, we should head back up for data high and see a sweep before selling off for the day. So this is what I look to do. As I press play, I see the inversion, so I get my entry off of the 1 minute and I put my stop below the wick. It almost stops me out on this move, and then I see a strong close above, and I'm like, okay, this actually probably has a chance to keep heading up after that move. So I keep holding my trade, didn't move my stop loss, and then boom, right there, it comes back down again, stops me out. Then it makes another attempt, comes back down again. So it just could not do it. Price wanted to manipulate lower. So as you see, we come back down beneath VWAP. We kind of false break out of the orb low, and then we start to see the break. And this is when the longs actually started to step in. Now, we didn't make the move for data high yet until all the way over here, and this was my second trade of the day. Right here, I see, I was telling everybody I'm not taking a long position in the premium of the orb. I'm just not going to do it because this price action is not very trustworthy. But if we break outside of the orb, I would look to target data high and this high because we had about 200 orders on Bookmap, on heat map, resting right here at 25,400. So I'm like, okay, we could get a 108 tick scalp out of this, get back to break even on the day. Could be nice. So I waited for us to break the orb, and then what we did is we created a 5-minute busy right here, bullish for value gap, and we had tapped into the bullish for value gap right here, and then we pump. But I knew that right when we took out data high, I was going to break even. I was not going to hold my stop because what happened? NQ takes data high, ES does not. So we get this huge SMT divergence at data high. So now I'm thinking, okay, this has potential to start reversing now that we have this SMT, now that NQ has finally taken data high. This is potential, right? So data high sweep. So I get stopped out at break even. But now I'm thinking, okay, well, if we have a data high sweep and an SMT, then I'm going to start looking for shorts. If we come back down and inverse that 5-minute busy, I'm shorting this. So we come down, we inverse, and then we create a 1-minute order block. Now, if I waited for us to retest the 5-minute inversion here, I would have never gotten an entry. But because I knew we were starting to get some strong selling pressure, and I knew that we just created a really nice order block with a tag of a 1-minute bearish for value gap, that I'm just looking for this entry right here. I'm going to keep my stop above the wick of that fair value gap. So I took the rejection off the order block, and I only went in one contract for every single trade. I didn't trade more than one contract today. I just kept it light. So we see the initial move down, just like that. We take out the lows. Now, we did have a little bit of an SMT for a second, but I didn't mind. Or at this low down here, right? So see these equal lows on ES? ES had taken those out while NQ was kind of still chilling up here. So I'm thinking to myself, well, I like shorts so much that I'm going to keep holding because we have low of day. We even have London and Asia low that are unmitigated. This one could come all the way back down to the bottom of this range, to the bottom of the orb, all that good stuff. So I'm still holding throughout this. Now, once we come down here and broke this low or these lows, I went to break even with my stop. And then once I saw that we created this 1 minute for value gap, I trailed my stop all the way down to above this 1 minute, above VWAP, because I did not want to see if we would have inversed this 1 minute back up, closed back above VWAP, because this was the 15-minute bullish for value gap as well. If you look at the 15-minute, it's the 15-minute gap that we had actually bounced from earlier that we took our original trade off of, right? So 15-minute busy. I don't know if I mentioned that, but in the first trade, we took our long off of a 15-minute busy bounce and sweep, right? So then we're back in it. So I'm like, okay, I need to trail my stop, protect my risk. Either way, I'm going to make money and be back in the green on the day. So I trail it right above to 317. But as you can see, we reject that 1 minute gap really good. And then we come all the way down to low of day. So I trail my stop all the way down. And then I get stopped out in profit for 420 something ticks, I think. And yeah, caught that trade. So we were down about 600 before this. Took one contract all the way down. Now I'm up 1200 on the day. So it just kind of goes to show that we need to have short-term memory loss as traders. We can't be so caught up on our losses or break evens and let that affect us, because I could have taken this loss, taken this break even, and given up and just been like, well, this sucks. This market sucks. Because this price action really was rough for a while. But I thought to myself, there's going to be an opportunity. If we sweep data high, this is going to dump. So I took a deep breath, calmed myself down, looked for the next A plus setup. We have a perfect setup with the inversion. This is a perfect sweep of data high, inversion back down, a lot of sell side liquidity to target, low of day. And that's what I did. So I ended up getting out down here. Now, if we go to real time right now, I think we're getting close to taking London and Asia. Yeah, we're getting pretty close to taking London and Asia now. But I'm happy with my TP because we're kind of around the same place as we were when I took TP. So, yeah, that is the moral of the story. That's the recap. In my opinion, 3 A+ setups. Like, this is an A+. This is a perfect GUI model. It just wanted to manipulate. As you can see after, if we would have taken this over here, it would have ran all the way up. This one's still A+. It's not as good of an entry or a trade just because, we don't have a lot of room to run, but still a good setup. Break even. And then this one's an A+, perfect reversal all the way down. And yeah, that's how we do it, guys. So hope you got some value from this video. Hope you cut the trade with me. If not, then learn something from this. Take some value from it. Learning lesson, and that way you can catch it on the next time it happens. All right. Have a great weekend, guys. Thanks for listening.